Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make catchy electric guitar type of beats from scratch. So even if you're new to music production or you are experienced, you're probably gonna get some value from this video. The main point and the value of the video is probably going to be how you can actually make a catchy pattern inside of the piano roll in FL Studio. So you don't even need to know how to play the guitar. It's gonna be super simple and super easy to recreate. So make sure you guys stay to the end of the video to see all the tricks. And besides that, let's just put the headset on and let's go. Alright, great. So now we are here in FL Studio, as you guys can see. The electric guitar I'm going to be using for this one is actually this electric Sunburst in Contact. It's a super nice guitar, and the reason why I actually love using this one is because it has a lot of different presets in here that we can play around with. And it also has a very realistic sound to it. So we're just going to start off by using the normal Ibiza preset right here. And then once we have made a pattern, we can play around with the presets to get the sound we actually want. First things first, let's just lower the BPM to about 130. Something in between 120 and 140 is super nice for those catchy type of guitar patterns. As for the scale I'm going to be using, we're going to go for E minor this time. As you guys know, I'm probably going to switch up the pitch later, but we're going to be starting off in E minor and see where it takes us. So when it comes to making these catchy guitar patterns, I'm going to show you guys a unique way to do this. So we obviously want to make a repetitive pattern because that is pretty much what makes it catchy. So we are simply going to start off with the E minor chord. So just like this. Just skip the first highlighted note in between. And now to make this a little bit unique, we actually don't want to start on the E. So I think we can actually start on this G. So let's just move this B over here and this E over here. Now I'm just going to pitch down both of these two. So it kind of has a downwards pattern, as you can see. So now that we have made this downwards pattern, we're just going to do the same thing, but make it go upwards. So again, just slice it right here and slice it right here. You can pretty much already see what we're doing here. We're almost like making a V shape. So it just goes down and up and down and up. So let's just make it go down again. So you can already hear how it's pretty repetitive, but we obviously want to switch it up a little bit since we don't want it to be too repetitive. Now I feel like we're a bit too low, so we're just going to pitch these up by 1 octave. And then we actually just want to play a little bit around with the notes, just so we can switch them up maybe 1 semitone or 2, just to make the sample have a little bit of a difference to it. And always remember to stretch these out, just so it sounds a bit smoother. Yeah, I really like how we switched up this right here. So you can really hear how those slight note changes makes a huge difference to the melody. Now, one more cool trick with this guitar is if you have 2 notes right next to each other, you can actually just move this slightly over this one, and it's actually going to mute this whole note, but it's going to give it a realistic feel. Just take a listen. So you can really hear how the note gets muted, but it's almost like you stop it with your fingers. So I'm just going to do that same trick for some of these lower notes as well. So that is pretty much how to make a super repetitive and catchy pattern with the guitar. Now we're just going to randomize a little bit of the velocity so it's not too harsh. We can also copy this second part over and try to pitch it down by 5 semitones. Then I'm just going to actually invert this so we can pitch it up by 1 octave. And I feel like it's a bit too much low end. And since there is a lot of low end, we're actually going to pitch up the whole thing by 1 octave. And then we can actually maybe add some bass notes. Yeah, this sounds way better. Now the switch up is smooth too. I really like that right there. Those changes right there make a huge difference. So that right there is the catchy guitar pattern. Now let's just add some effects to make it even better. As you guys know, starting off with some Rome on the guitar just really enhances the atmosphere for the guitar. Putting it at about 22%. Trying to filter out the sound a little bit with this EQ. Just so we have the middle part right there. Make the guitar sound a bit more vintage with this RC20. Not too much though, so I'm turning the magnitude to about 70%. Lastly, for the guitar, I'm just going to add some J37 to give it some more saturation, and also this fresh air just to lighten up the sound a little bit. So now we have the main guitar pattern, but we also want to add a top guitar to this just so we can get more of those high frequencies. And to be honest, those are usually the best when you're playing them by yourself, but I'm too lazy to whip out the guitar right now, so I'm just gonna try to find something in Arcade. And I actually found this mellowed out preset in Chopped right here, and together with the main guitar, this top line sounds like this. So I really feel like this can complement the main guitar, but I'm gonna try to pitch it up and add some effects to it, just to see if it makes a difference. So I'm gonna pitch it up by 1 octave first. Yeah, already it makes... But this guitar rig really gives it some life. But I'm just adding this filter right here as well. It kind of removes that background noise and gives it a nice texture. So now we have the two main parts of the sample. The next thing we want to do now is just add some ear candy. So I'm gonna go into my Imperial one-shot kit. And as you guys probably know, I always use some of these textures right here. They pretty much go with any beat. So I think I'm gonna drag in this Summer Birds texture. Let's just lower the volume a little bit. And then I'm also going to add this Perc loop 14. Just make sure we stretch it to time and reset the pitch. And I think that's pretty much good for the sample right there. So now let's just add some drums to this. So as you guys know, the drums are all from my No Limit drum kit. If you want to use the same drum sounds, go check it out. It's of course linked down below. Let's actually try to use this rim as a clap for this one. Yeah, I feel like this rim goes perfectly with the guitar. Now, since the guitar pattern we have is super busy and we also have this top line which takes a lot of space, I want the hi-hats especially to be like super simple, and I'm gonna try to leave some space in between the hits as well. I'm actually gonna try to switch to a different hi-hat. Maybe this one hits a bit better. Yeah, I feel like I like this one better. Let's just lower some more of the notes. Let's try to add some simple perks for some more bounce. That open hat is nice too. Just copy that over. Super simple. Let's go for the 808 pattern. Yeah, I like this bounce right here. Yeah, that's too low. So I don't really like how the 808 starts on a G. So I'm actually gonna go in here and try to pitch it down by 2 and see if it could sound a bit better. Yeah, so now it's on the F instead. I like this vibe right here. Let's just quickly add a kick to that 808 and that should pretty much be it. Just on the first hit. Yeah, this slaps, bro. As for the arrangement, I'm just going to do something super simple. So we're going to take out the drums for the intro, and we can kind of have the top line in for the intro and then leave it out for the first part of the hook. Then just bring it back in for the second part. And for the verse, we're just going to have the guitar, take out some of the drums as well, then just bring back all the elements for the second part of the verse. And then we can kind of have a cool little bridge right here without any drums. And then we just copy the hook over again. Before I show you guys the final beat, I just want to let you guys know that if you need free sample packs, drum kits, one shots, and so on, I have all my kits on my website. It's BBMarko.com. Make sure you guys check it out. Like I said, you have free stuff over there. So make sure you guys check it out if you haven't already. Now here's the final beat. So like I said, it's a super simple intro. Not really too much going on.
Shut up, Marco.
We just take out the top guitar for the first part of the hook. Is that a cool little drop right there? Then it just comes back in. It's a nice vibe, you know? Then we only have the guitar. Then we bring back everything again. And then it just fades out to this bridge right here.